Good afternoon, everybody. 2 o'clock again. This is our third Tangle session live. So with it being the weekend coming up, I thought I'd give you something that you could perhaps make a start on and then get a little bit creative with your journal page sort of over the weekend. So far, let's have a quick look. Hi, Pat. What we've done so far. Okay, so I've taken everything out of my little bag. There we go. Oh, dropped my pencil. There we are. So, Monday, we did our square tile, remember? We had to go at 3 different patterns in there. And then we did a journal page with that one. Wednesday, we did this lovely little, should I do it that way? Our little heart shape, which quite a few of you have posted that. It's brilliant. So, where are we at today then? I'm just going to move all my stencils out of the way. So, I need a pen, a pencil, my tortillon. I'm hopefully going to get to a little button as well. Some of you have got those in your packs, so like, what's you doing with them? So I'm going to look at that as well. And one of your tiles. We'll put that to one side for a minute. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do, deep breath. We've sat for a minute before, again, just to sort of get ourselves ready for this. So on the back, here we go. Full name. Do you know, wouldn't it be lovely to actually take photos of these and put them all together as a mosaic sort of, I don't know, maybe the end of next week or something. So we're on today, 27th, time's flying, 27th of March. Hi Deb, hi Emma, there we go. And this is tile number 3. Okay, here we go then. I'm going to put my pen away for a little bit. Deep breath again. And in with my pencil. What am I going to do? I'm going to create myself a bit of a border. So here's my dots. 4 dots. And then I'm going to join those dots together. Just remember to turn your tile as you go. Don't worry about getting that perfect sort of edge. It's fine. Hi there. So I can't always see all the messages as they come up because my phone's actually attached to my stand with some rubber bands, so they go across the screen. So I can just see Deborah Smith. There we go. Hi Deborah. Here we are. So hi, we're here. That's it. I've got that. And the Deborah and Christine. Okay, so I've got my border. There we go. So far, so good. So, leave my pencil behind and then straight back in with my pen. Okay, I'm going to go a bit large here because I want to show you one of my favourite little tangles. Look at the state of my fingers. And I'm going to start in the corner and I'm going to go in with a line and a line. And then I'm going to come across and create a little triangle there. And a little triangle there. Oh, let's colour that all the way in. And then I'm going to aura or draw all the way around that little triangle I've made. There we go. Let's have another one. So 2 lines, a line across, and then I'm going to go triangle there. And so I'm almost sort of coming back onto myself, onto that little stem there. And then I'm going to aura around. Okay, let's have one in this corner here. So same pattern each time, creating that little aura around there. So let's move it down a little bit. Here's another one. And there we go. This is a great pattern that you can use. It fills in spaces and you can do it on borders and it grows really quickly. Okay, so you see that one, I've taken it from here, but I'm going to add this extra one in there, I think. So you can move them along. Hi Pat, hi Julie, hi the girls, Leslie. There we go. There's one thing, I suppose. I don't have children at home. I have 2 dogs, but I don't have children. So at least in one sense I can say, go to sleep for a little bit. I'm sure you can't do that at the moment with the kids at home and homeschooling and all the rest of it. maybe you should try this with them, just see how they get on with it. It's any age, you've just got to show them, the basics, and let them go with it. Perhaps try a plastic nibbed pen though. I wouldn't perhaps give them one of these because it's quite fine, and you don't want to be pressing on too hard if you can help it. Okay, so you can see that I'm moving along my border now. So if I just move out a little bit. Hi Sean, I hope you're doing this alongside. Notice that you were in the paper recently, becoming famous. No, proud of you. There we go. In we go. And I'm just going to keep going, working my way along. This is a great one to do. We are actually going to go all the way around this to sort of create a border of these little shapes. Don't worry about, some of them can be, curved stems. Some of them you can have straight ones. There we go. Oh, do that one. Some of them I am having an extra one. I don't sort of want just a single row all the way across. I want to create a little bit of a random edge. Okay, so they're sticking over that one. So they're all slightly different sizes. Oh, I might have another one here. I'm join that one. Working my way, and when I get to, missed a bit. I get to my corner there. Let's have one peeking out at the corner. Might even, because we do these borders in pencil, because if we want to, we can actually go outside of those. It's just a bit of a guideline for us. There we go. Sneaking outside. And then let's come back on in. And I'm now starting on the next side. So you can see if I go out a little bit, you see I've worked my way all the way up the side. Okay. Oh, Janet, is it your favourite? I don't know though. I mean, if I said put some zingers in, would that be your favourite? I don't know. It is a nice one, but you never know. Okay. So I hope the pace is okay for you today. I mean, we could spend the whole session just doing this, but there is another pattern I want to do today. And of course, I want to show you how you can put this in your journal as well. So we need to just sort of keep it going. If you're not keeping up, don't worry. Don't try and rush it. Just do a little bits and just follow it. And then you can always go back after and fill in the other bits or catch up with what you need to do. There we go. Keep going. I do like this one actually, but I do like zingers as well. Which I might even throw in a few zingers just to sort of push the issue. We'll see how we go, okay. Maybe on our journal in a little bit. Okay. So you just keep going all the way around, filling them in. Now I have noticed in class when I do this one, some people will sort of turn it upside down a little bit and have the triangle come in this way. If you've got little arrows, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Remember we mentioned about characteristics and your sort of little qualms and things coming through your tangles. That's absolutely fine. So just keep going. Some people do them really large. Some people do them really, really tiny. It's going to take you a while, isn't it, if you do them tiny? Okay, turning my tile then, as you can see. Oh, look at singers. Now, calm down. I'm going to have to do one now because some people don't know what they are. There we go. I will show you in a bit. Let's focus on this first. One bit at a time. Okay, so just keep working my way around. I'm going to have one popping out there. Remember, I was after sort of a random edge round, so let's just keep that going. Working my way through. Let's go back and colour that in. Let's have one there. There we go. It's not looking bad at all. I said it grows very quickly, this one. And You can sort of extend it a little bit as you go as well. There we go. I'm just going to keep going all the way around. Let's have one going that way. If you have a look at yours, if they are sort of all going one way, just sort of, take a bit of a step back for a minute and think, I need to perhaps do one going the other way. So, I'm going to go 3 there, look. There we are. And I'll have one coming out there as well. So they're all really random. Oh, Jane. Hi, how's Fionn? Is she having a go? There we go. Right, to be honest, if you don't want to listen to me ramble on, that's fine. You don't need the sound. Just follow along. So when I did my training over there in Rhode Island, there was quite a few different nationalities there. There was only 2 of us from the UK, so language was interesting. Here we go. So I'm back in this corner. On the home run almost now. I've got one more line to do. Here we go. Oh yeah, Fionn. Hi, Fionn. There we are. Get my way over there. Just keep it going. Say there's no rush. Don't panic if you're not keeping up. It's not a problem. All right. Okay, almost there. So I look at so far. You see how it's building. So I do. This one looks different, doesn't it, from when it's close up? You get a really different feel from it. This is sort of almost as a collective, but close up you're doing one, but then they sort of form a bit of a group. It was quite nice, this one. You've got the hang of it now. You're like, yeah, let's do it. There we go, another one here. Don't forget just to oar around. I'm going to go from this side. Just because I can. Oh yeah. Get that one in. And from there. Just working my way through so they join up. There we go. Another one. Let's have one here. Okay. Alright, so I did have one here, like it seems to be going off a little bit. I might even come to this corner, I think. And let's just sort of add in another one there coming over that border. Yeah, I like that. Let's have another one there. Just balance it up a little bit. So you don't really see that until you've done it all. You don't always see the full thing, but it's just about, you can go back in and add one if you need to. I might get him go there. Look, see, I'm getting carried away now. Look, stop it, Sandra. Alright, okay. There we go. So what I can do, if I'm going to go a bit larger, being that I said I got carried away, let me just show you that little zinger. There we go. So it's a line with a little dot on the end. And then I'm going to oar mostly round, see, so it's not quite touching. And then it gets a little bit smaller each time. It goes to nothing. So I've got to add in another one there, look. You don't have to, you can just do single ones. There we go. Oh, look. And then if we go from a distance, look. Well, not quite that distant. There we go. It just gives it a little bit something on the end there. See, we're all going to be doing zingers now, getting too many in. There you are. Yeah. Oh, God, I've got to put one here now, look. You see, it's addictive. There we are. One more. I'm not going to do 3 and 3. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? All right, then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to aura around the whole of the shape that we've just created with that sort of border. So I'm not going to sort of have any pointy edges. I'm just going to sort of go round it and curve round, working my way as I go. Oh, I'm going off the screen. There we are. Sort of giving myself a little bit of an edge, not too distant. There we go. I'll show you that one a little bit closer up. There we go, see the rest of it. And then I'm going to work my way around. All the way up, look, I missed. Following it through. Now if you think, oh, I need a rest there, because your hand's sort of tightening up a little bit, stop, that's fine. Turn it as you're going, and then pick it up again as you're going through. So if you feel that you need to stop, do so, and then just pick it up again when you're ready. Alright, there we go. Working my way around, following that. Stop there and pick it up again. So you don't have to do it all in one go. There we go though. So I've got this bit of a frame going. Hi Helen. Okay, so far so good. Okay, see my pencil line on my original border now. I am going to go in and I'm going to put that line in pen. And again, just stopping if you feel that you need to as you're going along. Turning as you go, just to make life easier. There we are. You can see now, look, it wasn't straight at all. That's fine. There we go. Turning it round. See, I've got a bit in there, look. So this is where you decide if you've got any more that you want to put outside the border. But now I'm fine with that. I'm happy with what I've got there. Okay. Almost done. All right. So far so good. Okay. So what we're going to do in the middle. So I may just enlarge it so you can see where I'm going. It doesn't matter where you start from. It really doesn't. I'm going to go in with a line. I'm going to come from here actually, and I'm going to go all the way along till I get to the other end. Okay. And then I'm going to repeat that. Do it again. I don't want this to be too wide, so keep it narrowish. I'll show you how. You see where that's sort of working in. Okay, let's move up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna do another one of these, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna come about, I don't know, there's my halfway-ish. I'm gonna come a little bit lower than halfway, and I'm gonna have a line from there, and I'm gonna pull it out down to there. See, again, it's not too wide. Now if I enlarge that bit, because then I'm going to come slightly further in. You see, that's where I started, so I'm now here, and I'm going to come out and down, and then same again, out and down, out and down. You see, each time I'm coming a little bit lower down, a little bit further out, just working my way until really I can't quite get in there. I can't go anymore. I might just get, I'm going to squeeze another one in there. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to sort of start a similar place that I did before. You can see there, look. And then I'm going to come down a little bit and then out. And then a little bit further down and then out. Further down and out. A bit further down and out. You see where it's sort of forming a bit of a pattern there. There we go. Can't really go anymore. So I've got this sort of sweeping shape. There we are, look. So let's turn my tile a little bit, and I'm going to do, which way to go? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to do another one. So just the same as before, there we go, my line that I started with. You notice how I went underneath that one, I've not gone across it. And the same again, not too wide, just sort of follow it down. There we go. Okay. And then sort of find about halfway Hi, Janet. No, don't, honestly, I'm not going to mark you down as late. Please don't worry about it. Glad you could join us. So anyway, about halfway, and I'm just a little bit lower, and I'm going to put that line in again. And then a bit lower down and out. Lower down and out. A bit lower down and out. Okay, so it's sort of starting this little bit of a spread. It's giving it a bit of a shape as it goes. That's probably about as long over another one. Okay, and then same here, down, and then down, and then down. Now you'll notice, obviously, I'm going to get stuck behind this one now. I can't really go anymore, but that's sort of, I might get that little line in. That's okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to do another one, I think. I'm going to do it sort of just to fill this area in. So let's go with I know that seemed quite natural to go that way to me. Okay. So 2 lines as before. Finding about my halfway, coming a little bit lower. And let's work that down and out, just as before. Same pattern. And here, same again on this side, going underneath that line. Get my way down and out each time. There we go. So a little bit in there. See through that one. You just got to sort of, everyone's going to be different because we've started in a slightly different place, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I think I'm not going to do any more. I think what I will do is, I'm just going to add in some little bubbles. See, some are joining and some aren't. Some are off doing their thing. And let's just do a few in that one as well. You don't have to do this, but I don't know, I have a thing about doing bubbles. I quite like doing them. Yeah. Okay. Same again. You see how they sort of wander off into the distance? So really it's just covering up those, those points that you might not have joined fully together. It's a great way of doing it. Let's have a few in there. Just sort of random. So how's that looking total? There we go, see? Okay, now at this point, if I had got a little bit more time, I'd be sort of tempted to colour these in black, and I'll show you a bit of a sample of that in a short while, but I'm not going to do that today. You don't want to spend your time here watching me use a fine nib colouring in a load of black, so we'll not do that just for this one. So I'm going to put my pen down now, and I'm going to come in with my pencil. Okay, first thing then, I'm going to go all the way around that border line that I drew, and I'm pressing on quite heavily there. You see, I've not done my normal side. I've gone in almost with the point, and I'm pressing it down as I go. Even in those little bits there, just following it round. Okay, I'm going to turn it there. You see, it's quite a heavy line, but I want that one to be heavy. There we go. Just try and keep to that line if you can, all the way round. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way now. I don't want to go over what I've done there and get it all over my hand, because there's quite a lot of pencil on there. Okay, keep it going. And last line. Oh, is that high? Oh, on black mark. Oh, do you know what? I think we're all forgetting what days we're on at the moment. I did have to think yesterday what day it was. Okay, it's a good job that the girls in the office have put a calendar up, so I suppose I could tick it off as I'm going. There we go. So I've gone quite heavy, you can see, all the way around. All right. Next bit then. I'm going to leave that just for a little while, and I'm going to come to this swooping line that I did. This is the first one I drew, and I'm going to put myself, again, I've sort of gone to the side of my pencil now, you notice, so it's not as a heavy line that I'm putting in there down to this one, and I'm going to put a little bit just on each one of those lines there. I've not gone all the way down, you see, just a little bit. So let me make that bit bigger. So I'm not being right next to the line, just put some down. There we go. Just sort of swoop it down a little bit. There we go. Okay. So move it out again. And same with this one. So again, I'm going to follow it from here and bring it down. And do those sides a little bit. And the same there. And you notice it's not as heavy as this one that I did to start with. Just a little bit. And then one more to do. Let's turn that round. I'm going with this one. Straight down and little bits there. Same with that one. A little bit under there. Okay. All right. So, next thing, in with our tortillon, and I'm gonna leave the outside border just for a little bit. I'm just gonna go in with these bits in the middle. Yeah, it is different, isn't it? So I'm always trying to give you something that you might not try if you were doing it on your own at home. It's just sort of opening the possibilities a little bit, I think, and giving you the confidence just to give it a go. But, this is not a pattern or a tangle that I use much, I must admit, but doing it for this session, I thought, oh wow, there's so many things you can do with this. I quite like it. Even, doing an extra pattern inside these bits here you could do if you wanted, but I mean, we're keeping them plain for now, but that's something you could experiment with a little bit. There we go, back up there. There we are. Just love how the tortillon just gives it a little bit of, I don't know, it brings it to life, doesn't it? I just love it. That's why I always think I leave it till the end. There we go. Filling that bit in. And that bit. All right, let's have a look at that from a distance. Okay, so that's started to get some dimension going there. So I'm trying to read sort of messages as they're coming through as well. Yeah. Oh, Angela, honestly, it doesn't matter. Don't try and make it look exactly the same, because it's not going to be. Just have a bit of fun with it. Okay, the outside border then. I'm going to go round and I'm going to give it a little bit of a swirl as I'm going, because I don't want to sort of spread it too far in. I want to keep it quite close to that edge. And it's just sort of controlling it a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to work your way all the way around. You just need, again, like with the pen, if you need to stop and sort of get to grips. You notice as well, that's why with our tortillons I've sort of got hold of it and I'm not holding it pointy up, I'm holding it sort of at a side there and then working my way around. Although I think over the weekend I am going to get a nail file, and I'm just going to file the end because it's got a little bit of a bit on the end there. Oh, made that worse now, look. Yep, so if you use a nail file and just sort of file it off, it'll sharpen it up again for you. Right, I've given this one quite a good go. I've been using it quite a bit, just admit. There you go. Nice and gentle. Just keep going with it. And if you can see it now, you're starting to get that bit of a frame. Hi Terry. Is Mum watching? Is she going to give it a go, or is she in the background getting you to try first? There we are, look. Keep working it round. Okay. Alright. So I am going to go back to my pen now, and just to sort of reinforce a little bit, I'm going to draw back around that sort of borderline that we did. Just taking my time, turning that tile as I go, working it through. There we go. I'm just sort of bringing that line back to life a little bit, because it's lost a little bit, you know, with being in with all that pencil. So let's just bring it back. All right, take your time. You know, I mean, if you miss it a little bit, you don't go quite on the line, don't worry about it. Oh, that's a good point. That is. Yeah, you can seal it. There's a couple of things that I use. If it's just a generic one, and you know you've got nothing else to hand, hairspray works brilliantly, and that'll fix it quite well. Just give it a light spray, or maybe 2 over the top, whatever you wanna do. It doesn't have to be an expensive one, but that'll stop it smudging too much. And you can also use, there's a lot of products on the market at the moment, like spray varnishes, like a spray and shine. There's a few of those out that you can use. You've got to remember is it will actually, the spray and shine, particularly as it says in its title, will give it a bit of a shine, so it's going to change the surface slightly. But your pen and pencil will take it, it's fine. So do that. Okay. Just to sort of finish off, I'm going to miss that line there. Look, I'll put a bit back in there. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at that then. Alright, so we've hopefully got a little bit of a border, and you see with being really dark there, it's giving that sort of effect that you're looking inside a little bit. Now you see, I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to perhaps darken up those bubbles a little bit. Just add a little bit of pencil on. Maybe just a touch. There we go, just to bring them up. And then I'm actually going to leave that one like that. So as we know, what we regularly do is I'm going to put in my initials. Remember, we don't sign it with our full name, just put your initials in there. There we go. Alright, so, no, it looks quite different. I mean, I know I've just signed it, but let's even go in, look, and add a touch. See, now I'm fiddling with it, but that's fine. Just bring it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's it. It just needed something, you know, there on that little bit. And sometimes you think, you know, yeah, well, look at it. That's it. Oh, happy with that. There we go. Okay, so working on that then, I wanted to sort of show you using this pattern on one of these. Now, if some of you have got a little emergency packs, or if some of you have been to class before, you might find that you've been given some of these little things in your pack. You're like, what on earth do I do with them? It's just a different surface and something a little bit different. Oh, thank you, Simon. That you can play with, really, and then you can use them, you know, on your clothing, I suppose, or you know, put them in your journals. Add them to whatever you want, you know, it's just a bit of a play on the word Zen button, really. So you could do sort of a random sort of selection, you know, just like we did with these here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of work on the inside, and I'm going to create a little bit of a ring. I'm not sure how it's going to, you know, if it's going to match. Let's put one in there. See, it looks like it's going under there. And then let's do another one. There's something about working onto wood that I really like. It sort of gives it a different, you know, a different feel, a different look to it. There we go. So don't worry, see that one, they're not, you know, the same distance apart. That doesn't matter. This one's not socially distancing, is it? No. Maybe the others should. There we go. We'll just keep working our way around, see how it goes. I'm not worrying about it too much. If it's not the same, it's fine. It's kind of nice, actually, this. I'll work my way. I'll turn it as I'm going. Oh, Sue, has it just got there? I did put quite a few in the post box yesterday. We took the dogs for a quick bit of exercise to the post box and back. Seth was not so impressed, but Benji thought it was highly funny because he's not really been out for many walks. He didn't like cars going past, but he was pretty good. Wanted to be out front with Seth. Bear in mind, he's coming up to almost 6 months old. I think Benji is now. So, you know, Seth's quite a bit older than him. Just despairs at him sometimes, I think. You know what it's like with puppies, everything's so new, it's fantastic. Really funny. Although I didn't think that this morning when he came and run in and he was full of mud. Great. There we go. So I'm just going to extend that a bit. So I've got sort of my little ring. And then the nice thing with this is we can start to add in those little zingers. There we are. If we want to, of course. You don't have to. I mean, if you don't have one of these, please don't worry about it. You know, use a coin, draw around something and just go straight into your journal and have a little bit of fun with it. There we go. All right. Now, the nice thing as well about wood in particular is that you can actually go in and you can use coloured pencils. It looks quite nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a lighter one. And I'm just going to add a touch of colour. Again, you can still see the wood underneath, but I kind of like that. It just gives it that little hint of something. So again, I'm not being particularly neat with my colouring, just adding a touch in there. And let's come in with a darker one. Let's just sort of go out a little bit so you can see where I'm going with this. That's it, I'm going to press on a little bit more now. Just working my way around. Very nice with a bit of blue thread through it, actually. I will do something with this one later. There we go. Just sort of pressing on. Let's have a look. Oh, it's lovely. See, I feel like I need to now go around the edge as well. Just to sort of, you know, give it a feel. And again, a spray and shine over this one will, you know, give it a little bit of a shine. Or even maybe a bit of glitter over it. Oh, that looked nice. A bit of glitter. I don't have any here with me, actually. I'll give that a go. There we go. Come my way around. So I've not put, you know, a huge amount of effort into that. It's just 2 pencils. One's a bit darker than the other. Adding some colour in. There we go. Oh, hi, Pauline. Late but here now. There we go. So it's just showing you that, yeah, you can do it on your tile, but also sometimes doing it a little bit differently on something else works quite nicely as well. So here we go. So there's our tile. And there's our little button. Now I have done my button and I have put some spray and shine on this. Let me find another tile so you can see it. So you can see this one. There we go, look. And I've gone round the edge in black. I don't know if you can see it's got a bit of a sheen on it. It's where that one hasn't. Just gives it a little bit of something. Yeah, and they're just lovely. Okay. Hey Carol. Yeah, I'm actually at the office. But the nice thing is there's nobody else here and I can actually drive from home to the office and not see anybody and then straight back again. So I've not seen anybody in quite a while. Obviously apart from John, because John lives in the same house as me. But other than that, we are pretty much distant from everybody else. If I'm taking your stuff to the post office, I've got stamps. You'll notice though I'm literally just going to the post office, unless there's something a lot bigger, and then the post offices are open and I can go in and sort it from there. So looking back at this tile onto our journal, and take that one in a bit. Now this one, you can see I've instead of just keeping it white in the background like this one, I've gone in and I've coloured it black, and that really brings it to life. Now, if I wanted to, I could go in with a white pen and I could add some of those bubbles onto there, which would look quite nice, I think. But you can just see the difference between the two. And then working along with this pattern as I've done on the button on the edge, you can see that I've worked it through, and I've sort of worked it so it's gone onto my tile but also coming off. And you'll notice here it's slightly different. I've got grey pens as well, so as well as the black one, which is my general, I do have a darker and a lighter shade of grey that I'm just working it through there. And the same, if you look round there, onto the other edge, which is here. Now I wanted to just show you these sections here, so let's just pull that out for a minute so you can see where I'm going with it. So this one, not sure where I'm going to put it yet. I might actually put it underneath here or over the top. See how I go. Let's have a wander. Yeah, I might actually put it over the top. I might just trim that bit a little. So working from there, I'm going to just pencil in where I'm going to put that, just so I know where I'm going to put it a little bit later. There we go. And then see, I've got my line here. But what I'm going to do, and again, I'm going to do that with the black pen so you can see it. Just turn my tile a little bit. I'm going to follow that through, and I'm going to bring it out here, straight onto my journal until I get to the end of the page. Same with this one, follow it through, work it out so it's coming down here and along there. Okay, so now I've got that bit. I can then go in, find sort of about the middle, come a bit further down and pull out. So working straight onto my journal page, but I'm bringing the tile in as though it's part of it. There we go. Same this side, so I'll move that one out of the way now. Working that way. Working it through, keep it going. Okay, so I've got that same pattern working from my tile all the way down. So again, just as I would before, with my pencil, in it goes, straight through there, add a little bits there, tortillon, just as before, from one to the next. It's nice to work with them together like this. I know I'm going to take it off and can add my photo corners later, but you can see where it's sort of headed. There we go. Same there. And just it is a little bit out of the way, isn't it? But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so from here then now, I'm going to come in with those little shapes that I did before, those triangles, and I'm going to work from my tile, and I'm going to work from there onto my journal. So depending where it goes, it's almost like I'm trying to now work it in so it's all one page. Let's have another one coming off here. So you can see where this could get quite interesting. I mean, what would be really nice, and I think there's something I'm going to work on over the weekend, is I'm going to actually do the same sort of border here and put it round my page. But I say it's going to take a little bit longer than the time we've got for in this session. But you can see where it's starting to work. That actually could be quite a nice idea. I think I'm going to go with that. But for now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it, say, over the weekend. What I'll do, I will do it and I'll post it so you can see where I've ended up with it. But for now, I think that's as far as I'm going to go. I might even have lost my button. I've lost my button. It's not a problem. Might even, you know, incorporate this somehow. That'd be quite nice. Just that pop of colour in the middle would be pretty cool. But I'm going to see. I'm going to play with that for a little bit. But for now, I think as far as what we have done, doing our little triangle shapes around the outside, making sure that we've got the different layers of pencil there. So we were really strong on the edge, and then we got quite light on the inside. So you've got this sort of building up of depth. Then bringing it out onto your page. And then if you want to have a go, you know, have a go at doing your button. You could die cut a circle, do the same sort of thing. But we'll see how we go. So I hope that's been useful. I mean, we've done 3 now this week. And, you know, sometimes it does mean that you want to sit down and just have a bit of a breather and just forget about the whole world. So I hope I've helped a little bit in that instance. If it's okay, I'm going to have the weekend off. Well, I say weekend off. I'm not really off, but I'm going to be doing things. But I will prep and I'll do another one on Monday at 2 o'clock, if that's okay. If we keep it to the same time, everybody then knows what time it is and where we're going to be going. So if you've got your tile, pen, pencil, tortillon ready, I think we'll go in one of the stencils, perhaps. Actually, I think we'll go in with the hexagon stencil on Monday, and I'll show you some things we could do with that. That'd be quite nice. So hope you have a wonderful weekend. You know, just take it easy, relax a little bit, sit and play with this, and let's have a few posts. Show me what you're doing, and as soon as I've done mine, I will actually post and let you see what I've done with it as well. So, okay, have a good weekend. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining me again, and I'll speak to you all on Monday. All right, you take care. Bye.